Good morning, divine sparkles, divine souls, infinite, eternal expressions of love. Hi. Um, so I woke up this morning and really recognized that one of the worst things that happened to me from a human perspective was my dream coming true. It was one of the best things that ever happened to me from a spiritual perspective. Here's why. So, for a very long time, what I've dreamed of was what I called sacred partnership, which was a little bit informed by A Course in Miracles idea of a holy relationship, but just this partnership that was just full of love, and we would accept each other, and there would be tantra, and it would be all about healing and growth. And I've yearned for this for like how many years? 25 years? Like it's been my deepest heart's desire. And I've sought it and not found it. And I finally found it. Finally found a relationship that was that. And for the first month, it was heaven on earth. And then it very quickly descended into hell. Not the relationship. The relationship stayed great, but my internal state, I just descended straight into hell. So much suffering and misery, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. It was like, this is my dream come true. Like, this is my deepest dream come true. What is going on here? And I finally realized what was going on. And I'd like to say that the relationship continues to be amazing, the most amazing, wonderful, healing, beautiful relationship of my life. And I finally realized why I descended into hell, why I suffered so much. And it's really simple. It's because, this dream that I had was actually, what we all really want is happiness and healing in the true sense of the word, like complete freedom from all suffering. And nothing, there's nothing in the world that can give that to us. Nothing. Like, what in the world can give us everlasting happiness? And we all kind of know this, but we still seek for it. We keep looking for love in all the wrong places. But so I had set this up of like, well, yes, I know that nothing in the world can give me happiness, and like a spiritually healing based relationship that can. Like, that was like my one exception. And what I recognized in a very painful, visceral way is that that can't either. That nothing can. Nothing in this world can give lasting happiness, because nothing in this world lasts. And I really got slapped with that, because this was, like I said, a 25-year idol. Like, okay, this thing is going to do it. This is going to be the thing. And I've been looking for it and not getting it, and having relationships that weren't that. And it's been such a journey. And I finally got it. And that's not it either. Nothing is it short of God. And let's just let go of all our ideas of God, because God's just like eternal bliss, love, joy, goodness. And that's what we all want, and that's what we all need. Like, that's the only thing we need. And anything other than that is an idol. Anything other than that is a false idol. Like, it's a false hope that will devastate us. It's not if, it's when. Anything outside of us that we think is going to complete us will devastate us. Not if, when. Now, that's not to say we can't have projects we're excited about, relationships that we can't go do fun things. But what I've recognized in this relationship, that if I approach anything, anything, whether it's like, oh, I'm gonna go have my favorite meal. Like, it can be anything. If I approach it from the energy, the belief that this is gonna complete me, this is gonna make me happy, then it will hurt me. It will hurt me, both in the short run and in the long run. Because if I do it from that energy or desire, then it can't fulfill it. But if I do it from oh, this would be nice, or I do it from a place of inspiration, or I do it from a place of fullness or wholeness, or, if you approach it from a very different energy. And relationships, according to the Course, relationships in some sense are the way, but not in the way we thought. A very radically different way. And in some sense, the entire Course in Miracles is about how to do relationship. But it's not how to do relationship like any of the bestseller self-help romance books out there, or any of the relationship coaches are going to teach us. It's like how to do relationships from the perspective of this relationship can't make me happy. It starts from a very different foundation. A lot of the principles might be the same, but the foundation is completely different. Like, oh, I am complete and whole already, and in my core, and yet I don't have access to that or don't believe that. And so I'm looking outside myself. So how can this relationship be? How can any relationship, any interaction, be a part of us returning to our core, to our truth, that we are whole? So I wish for you that you get exactly what you want, so that it can just devastate the fuck out of you. So it can just like ravage you. And then you can finally recognize the truth that no thing can actually satisfy us. And then you can look for the one real thing, the divine, and the divine in you, and dedicate a life based to what's true and what's real. So I wish you much devastation, much dark night of the soul, which really comes from one thing, just over and over and over and over and over, looking for happiness, love, and peace where it cannot be found in this world. And so what I'm talking about, it sounds very renunciatory. It sounds like pretty much like a path of a monk or nun. And it is a little bit internally, but that doesn't mean you'll quit your job or end your relationship or like give your cat away. It's not like that at all. But it is an internal shift, and there can and will probably be some external shifts, but it's more of an internal. It starts with that. And where I am right now is I get clearer and clearer about this. I'm more available to connect and interact. I'm just doing it from a very different place and with a very different motive. Thanks so much for joining in, angels. See and feel you very soon. Much love.